Hello, good morning once again, ladies and gentlemen. As I've been saying, my name is Mr. Francis Amufa. I am the CEO for CCDLC, Center for Child Development, Research and Coaching. Now, let's start with our lesson 4 of the topic individual obligation in the family. So, in today's lesson, we are going to look at the general obligation of the parents. Then we also look at obligations and roles of children. We will also further look at the composition of the extended family, then advantages of the extended family, disadvantages of the extended family. Then if time will permit us also, we will look at obligation of the family head. Now let's look at our first lesson, our first objective, obligation of the parents. One is that the parents have to provide physical and health needs to the children. So when we talk about physical, we are talking about basic needs to the children, and health needs that when the children are sick, the parent have to send the children to hospital. Then two, also the parent have to pay necessary aspect of children's education. Children's education in terms of their school fees and other things, the parent have to pay for them. Then three, the parent have to also promote socialization of the child. When we talk about socialization, we are talking about able to pass on the values, the customs, the values, the customs into the child, giving the child quality training so that the child can also pass on to other generation. So that is what socialization. And the parent also have to provide financial security and emotional support to the children. In terms of the parent have to protect the child. Also, the parent have to also give the child money and other things to support the education. We also say that as a parent, you have to also help in character formation of the children. We know children are small organisms, and what they have to do is that the parent, you must mold the child in such a way that the child will become an acceptable citizen in the society. So what the parent have to do is that the parent have to mold the child, give the child quality training so that the child will live an acceptable, a decent life within the society. Then also the parents has to serve as a role model for the children. One of the role of a parent is that the parent, you are a role model. You are an icon that a child wanted to copy. You have to set yourself a good example so that your children will copy your lifestyle. So as parents, we must serve as what? A role model. That is the rule. So now let's end our objective 1 here. Then we move to our objective 2. Our objective 2 is that the obligation and rules of children. So the question is, as a children, what are your rules? What are your obligations? What are the things that we expect you to do? The first thing is that to get education and training. You as a child, you have to get education. You have to go to school. You have to go to school. So when you are being sent to school, it is your role to go to school. When you are being sent to in a particular training or in a particular profession, it is your role to be there. And two is that you have to encourage cooperation with parents. So the parents are your guardians. They are supporting you. So you have to cooperate with them. You have to move with them. You have to support them so that at the end of the day, we can all accomplish the vision of the family. Then three is also you have to support parents in their old age. Supporting parents in their old age means that we know in African, the reason why we cater for our children is that we wanted our children to also support us in terms of old age, so that their children can also support us in terms of financial, in terms of anything, in terms of business and all these things. So as children, our role is to support parents in their old age. Therefore, is to go for errands for the family, to go for errands. So wherever that your parents will send you, you have to go. That is your rule. Then 5, to be committed in performing household chores. You have to be committed. Household chores, example is cooking, washing utensils, bathing children, fetching water for the family. All these things are household chores. So your role is to be committed in performing household chores. That is your role as a child. Now, so that ends our objective 2, which is obligation of the children. I said one of the obligation is to get education and training. 2 is to encourage cooperation with parents. 3 is to support parents in their old age. 4 is to go for errands for the family. And 5, to be committed in performing household chores, such as yours, washing utensils, clothes, fetching water for the family. Now, let's move to our objective 3. That is the composition of the extended family. You know, when we talk about the extended family, we are talking about, it comprises about the nuclear family. The nuclear family. And the nuclear family also comprises about the parents and siblings. But with the extended family, the nuclear family is part, grandparents are also part, the aunts are part, uncles are part, nieces are part, and nephews are also part. So when we talk about an uncle is a brother of the child's mother. The brother of the child's mother is the uncle. And when you talk about an aunt is an elderly or younger sister for your mother. An elderly or younger sister of your mother or father. And when we talk about niece, a niece is a daughter of one's brother or sister. A nephew is a son of a nephew is a son of your brother or sister. Is it okay? Then when we talk about cousin is a daughter or son of your aunt. So your aunt's son is your cousin, or your uncle's son is also your cousin. Then when we talk about grandparent, we are talking about the parent of your biological parent, the parent of your biological parent. So when we are talking about they are the mother and father of your biological parent. The mother and father of your biological parent becomes your grandparent. Now let's move to the disadvantages of the extended family. No, advantages of the extended family first. One of the advantages of the extended family is that the extended family helps in promotion of socialization. You know, socialization is passing on the cultural values from the parent to the children. And we know one of the role of the extended family is that they support in the socialization. They too also help in passing out the cultural values from the family to the children. So they also help in promotion of socialization. Then also they also provide mutual assistance to its members. When we talk about mutual assistance, we are talking about in terms of need, in terms of everything, even if there is a naming ceremony, a funeral celebration, and all these things, puberty rights, and all these things in the family, they are there to promote or provide mutual assistance to each of the members within what? The family, in terms of financial, in terms of everything. And 3 also, they also helps in character and moral training of its members. So you can say that children within the extended family, the grandparents and those elderly people within the family, they also help in character and moral training of its members. They make sure that the members within the family live an acceptable life for the society and as well as the nation as a whole. Then also, they also foster unity among its members. They see to it that there is unity. So that is why when conflict arises within the extended family, you know, the Busuapani, that is the clan head, will make sure that he will settle the dispute so that there will be unity and peace within the family. Then we also, one of the advantages that they stand for each other in terms of need. So in terms of need, as I was said, they are there for each other. So I said the advantages of the extended family is that the family system, they helps to promote socialization. That is 1. And I said 2, they also provide mutual support for its members. Then I said 3, they also helps in character and moral training of its members. Then I said 4, they also foster unity among members. Then the 5th one is that they stand for each other in terms of what? Need. Now let's end here with our objective 3 and move to the disadvantages of extended family. The disadvantages is that the question is, what do you think will be the disadvantages of the extended family? What do you think? One is that, you know, the extended family is that there is no privacy. The privacy in the extended family is low as compared to the nuclear family. So when nuclear family is just what? The mother and the father and the children. So you can see that there is privacy. But in the extended family, there is no privacy. You know, with the extended family, they see themselves as one people. So they can be in one house and you can see children who have what? More children in the house. Everybody is interested in the affair of one another. So you can't have what? Privacy. You can't have privacy. So in terms of privacy there in the extended family is low. Then the second disadvantage is that because in the extended family also, in terms of inheritance, it also becomes a problem of inheritance, because each one want to get some part of the share for his children also. So anytime inheritance becomes a problem, that is the greater disadvantages of the extended family. Then also there is also financial burden on other members who are worthy. No, the worthy members within the extended family, the family poses a greater challenge on them. And one of the challenge that worthy men in the extended family faces are financial burden. Once you are wealthy, whether a rich man or a rich woman in the extended family, they will make sure that they will put all their burden on you. So that becomes a challenge. So those who are wealthy people, sometimes they find it difficult to move higher, because each and every time they are looking forward to those members to support them in terms of funeral, in terms of any ceremony. They want these wealthy people to support them. Then four is that it seems it promotes laziness of some members, as they think that other members will provide for their needs. That is true. My uncle is there, my auntie is there, so he will provide for me. Instead of the child to work, or instead of some members to find work for themselves, they won't work. They think that other members in the family will support them, so they are not doing any work. Oh, why should I work? My auntie is there, my uncle is there, my niece is there, he will support me and other things. So they will be depending on them. So because they are depending on them, it do not promote what hard working. Most of the members there are lazy. So that is it. Then also the fifth one is that there is also a problem of tagging others as witches and wizards responsible for their failures in life. You know, the extended family, they are used to tagging people. When people in the extended family, when they see some misfortune in their life, then they will start to tag people that my grandparent is responsible for all these things. And so that becomes what a difficult thing for them. So let's end our lesson here. And we said our lesson focused on the role of parents, and we also learned about the role of children. We also learned about the composition of the extended family. Then we also learned about advantages and disadvantages of the extended family. So in our next lesson, we also learn about obligation of the family head. So thank you for your time. Once again, my name is Mr. Francis Amofa, CEO of CCDRC, Center for Child Development, Research and Coaching. Catch you live at the same time tomorrow. But make sure that you subscribe to our channel, or you follow us on Facebook, CCDRC, or you follow me at Lighter Odi4 Powers. And make sure you give a comment. You have to criticize, give a constructive criticism about our video. Thank you.